All right, welcome back. Episode 121 of the Rap Cave podcast. We are here. We are live in the building every Friday night. You know how we do, 9 p.m. roughly. We start the podcast. Make sure you guys are tapped in. Subscribe to the channel. We got content dropping every single day now. That's just what the Rap Cave is on. But every Friday, we're here to break down the new current events, new music releases. We got the game beefing with Kendrick. We got Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Man beef. We got a whole bunch of stuff to get to. I'm Chris Platte, a.k.a. Platte Pods. Bryce, flying in from somewhere nice, no doubt. Welcome back. It's been a while.
It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without some dope takes to step to.
There you go. There you go. Be Mike Birdie. Zeus to my left. And on the ones and twos, Big AP.
Sick AP today.
Sick AP. Now, I actually didn't factor that in, but I did plan this part of it out. So I'm actually gonna, before we get into everything that we got going on, I gotta give a big special shout out to AP. He's been holding it down. He's been doing the production side of it for all this time. Didn't even want to be a part of this motherfucking podcast, but he's here anyways, and now here we are. Couldn't do it without him. Also, his birthday's around the corner, so I actually, if you want, I got a little gift for you. If you come here, I want this to be on camera.
Really?
Yes. It's your birthday gift plus a thank you for all that you've done for the Rap Cave.
It's your birthday. So, Bad Chris contest. You in first place.
Everyone hold your breath since I'm a little
Yeah.
What we got? Well,
Bring this COVID ass motherfucker around here.
You can tell by the shape.
You can tell by the shape that it's a puppy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, shit, I was supposed to poke holes in this.
Oops.
So,
Oh, whoa!
so
What we got? What we show the crowd. Show the class.
happy
Show the
birthday
class.
/ thank you / 10-year anniversary coming up next year. So I got that for Nick.
It is the pressing of my first mixtape, The Internet.
And now I did take some creative. So you'll want to open that. There's 2 copies. I get one.
Holy shit.
I did take some creative license because you didn't have a back cover
No,
art.
you're right.
So I had to.
Wow.
So remember, like a month ago or 2 months ago, when I was asking you what the font was,
Oh,
I was trying to figure it out.
Wow, that's
trying to figure it out.
That's really
So it's an
fucking
actual
funny.
vinyl record that plays the music, that plays all the shit.
Well, we might have to test it out after
Yeah.
this. Huh? Wow, holy shit! Thank
So
you.
happy also
dog.
10-year anniversary, brother.
My
Appreciate
dog, I
you.
appreciate you, man.
This
yeah.
is a sign of how white people support each other because none of us ain't doing any of that shit for each other.
No, that's funny as hell. Wow, it's actually almost 10 years old.
Yeah, it'll be 10 in next year.
In February, yeah. Wow.
So yeah, go ahead and
Let's
again,
do
creative
all
license on the back.
better.
Creative license
That's
on the
okay.
back. So
I'll judge you on your design skills.
exactly. So this is why I'm glad Bryce is here.
That's hilarious.
And the
And the Henny bottle, because you said Henny in like every single record.
Apartment building.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great,
Every
dude.
single
What
record.
The fuck? That's so funny.
So
Holy shit. This is everything that has to do with my
literally
adolescence and
at that
early
time.
20s. Holy shit.
So
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
This is fucking great.
and I was impressed with the quality it came out with, it printed and everything.
Yeah, this is
So
sick.
yeah.
Holy shit.
So you gotta.
Oh, look, I'm even in the middle of that. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
That's fucking great. Thank
So-
you, man. That's fucking hilarious.
Hell yeah.
Low key.
That is fucking.
That's hard as shit.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
That's hard as
I
shit.
was
I
like, what Nick Grant vinyl am I about to get?
I told Nick already because he was like I think I'm gonna be in LA, so I told him so he knows what he's got.
Okay.
So I did 2 presses of each. I did one of 2 of the internet, 2 of somewhere in the valley.
Wow. Holy
For Nick.
shit. Oh my god.
So shout out.
Well, we
So,
can get
yeah.
out with the show, but thank
Yeah.
you, bro. This is fucking crazy. Wow. Holy shit.
Fire.
I was so excited for that for so fucking long. You had no idea how long I wanted to tell you that shit.
Well, I'm
But-
very surprised. That's wow. Okay. I got a lot of messages to send about this one. This is funny as hell.
That's crazy as hell. But it's
Thank
like
you,
I said,
bro.
birthday, but also just a thank you for everything you do for the Rat Cave, man. It wouldn't be here without you.
Shout out to Big AP real quick. Shout out to AP.
Big AP, man. Shout
I
out.
appreciate y'all, man, for sure.
Shout out, man. That
I
was.
thought it was gonna be like a Brockhampton vinyl or some shit. They listen to Brockhampton together and shit.
It's the whole Saturation series.
Shout
They're good
out.
albums, man. Come on.
Good albums. Good albums.
Nah,
But
I appreciate you, man. Shout out to you. That's funny as hell.
But yeah, it was yeah. So I found that site and then I did that. But yeah, I just wanted to thank you for everything that you've done.
Thank you, bro.
But enough of the settlement shit. Let's get to the hip hop shit, the music shit. I didn't put this in the prep because I didn't want to talk about it, but too many people are talking about it for us to not talk about it.
Okay.
What's going on the West Coast? The West Coast is in shambles, Birdie. You hate to
Yes,
see
the
it.
subject that we've
Yeah, yeah.
seldom talked
You
about.
hate to see it.
I ain't got no
I'm looking right at you right
I got no
now.
problem what's going on in the West. Actually, I think that shit need to stay in the West. That's West Coast business. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to be getting no West Coast politics. I pull up over there, motherfucker, 60s crip, banging on me and
Got
shit.
Snoop Dogg coming up talking shit.
Like, bro, I'm just visiting, bro.
So those that don't know, The Game and Kendrick, I thought this was common knowledge. I guess, Stat Quo went on Stat Quo and Justin Hunt have a podcast called The Third Verse. He went on there, and he basically confirmed something that I feel like a
We
lot
all
of people,
Since 100, really.
felt away, is that Kendrick felt away about Drake shooting a music video featuring on a Game record on this album that Kendrick is also on, by the way. And
On the song 100.
yeah, shot a music video in Compton dissing Kendrick. We all knew it was a diss then. We all said, for the most part, Game was fouled. I'll let everybody chime in if they have opinions on that part of it. But then kind of the new news that broke from it is that Kendrick and Game haven't really been cool ever since. Kendrick hasn't really reached out to Game, and Game has, rightfully so to an extent, felt a way about it because he was there when he was part of the people that pushed Kendrick when he was young, when he was up and coming. So where do you guys fall on this side of the fence? Do you feel like Kendrick should have approached Game about it? Do you think that the Game is wrong for saying, look, I come from like the beats with 50 with like, whoever, where it's like actual violence. This is just rap shit. I don't give a fuck like that. And if I knew it was a problem like that, I would have squashed it myself. So do you side with Game, or do you side with kind of Kendrick on it? Where do you guys break down this situation?
Well, didn't the Game say he didn't know?
Yeah, he didn't know that Kendrick had a problem. And he was saying though he would have, like, had he known Kendrick felt that way, had Kendrick told him, he would have squashed it. And he was looking at it, the Game was looking at it like, yo, this is just rap shit. Like, I come from, like, I wore, like, bulletproof vests and got bulletproof cars and shit when I was dealing with 50.
But I thought he was saying he didn't know that Drake and Kendrick was beef, or Drake dissed him on a song or something like that.
Yeah, no, he didn't know that part. But he's saying, like, even had I known, like, I would have just, like, had Kendrick told me. That's his point. Is, like, Kendrick should have just told him, instead of just, like, Kendrick just, like, stop fucking with him. Is like the point that he's making. And then, and then there's the side of, like, Game, bro, how can you not put two and two together? Like, these guys were clearly beefing at that point. Drake is in Kendrick's town doing a music video dissing him. Like, you also could have reached out to Kendrick and been like, hey, look, I'm hearing something. Do you feel a way about this?
I saw somebody say, though, Compton ain't L.A.
Yeah.
So, like, do that really count?
In what sense?
So here's my thing about
like,
that, though.
And Drake, because if is Kendrick from Compton, right?
Compton, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Drake was in L.A., if they, like, two separate
No,
places.
Drake was in Compton for the music
he was
video.
in Compton?
He was in
Yes.
Compton for the video shoot.
Yeah.
Which
I
also,
seen somebody comment that said that's what
let's be honest, before the beef got hot, we all knew that Drake and Kendrick felt some type of way about each other. We
For
saw
sure.
the BET freestyles. We saw Drake's, like, and Drake sub Kendrick on that song.
Yeah.
So if you the Game, who is notorious for name dropping and just kind of using your clout on whoever you know, it baffles me that he
the game be name dropping. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake so slick with it, probably just went right over his head. You know what I'm saying?
Then that's his like we all knew that Drake was subbing Kendrick on that song, doing the video in that place.
But did the game know that?
Well, then, motherfucker, I'm sorry, I can't. This ain't special ed. Like, we can't help you keep up with everything. Like, if you don't know, that's on you.
Left behind type shit.
Yo,
no,
Bush is out of office. The kids getting left behind, apparently.
no. But my thing is, this is now almost 10 years ago. This record, like, you could have easily been like, hey, look, you know what? It's been like 2 years since I talked to Kendrick. Let me go make sure things are cool. Like, and also for the timeline's sake, there's a picture of Kendrick in a damn hoodie hanging with Game that I think was in like 2019 that Game posted, and he was like, Kendrick is going to be on Born to Rap or whatever was supposed to be his last album. It was Born to Rap at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then that feature didn't happen. I often theorize that he went and grabbed D-Smoke because he's like, let me get Kendrick light for this. But
no, because, Kendrick was on some Game shit early.
It's a good song.
Kendrick has very clearly distanced himself from Game.
Yeah.
And it was very obvious. And again, if the Game is that oblivious to what's going on, that'd be like me sitting here, and I know I've been away for a couple weeks, but me sitting here and being like, oh, wait, you like Iceman? Like, come on.
Yeah.
That's basic shit.
Also, let's put two and two together. And Zeus, I want your opinion on this too. Like, Kendrick is very heavily involved with Dr. Dre. And obviously we know Dr. Dre and Game, the whole 50 beef. Dre took 50's side, right or wrong. It's just like there were certain politics and power dynamics that were at play. And again, I love the Game. Game is one of my favorite rappers ever. So I actually I wish for the kumbaya between him and Kendrick. But
is there a Game song where he does not mention another rapper?
You're putting me on spot here. I think there's an interlude somewhere.
Because all his things,
Game has great albums,
lyrics are like fixing that, like Tupac. Yeah. Like he always has to mention somebody else.
If Gay is happy, I'm Isaiah Rashad.
Yeah, that's crazy. Was it that album?
No, it's that album.
Oh, no, it had to be after. Because
That's crazy, Gay.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, I just feel like there's two sides. Look, I understand Gabe being like, hey, Kendrick, bro, like, I was there when we, like, quote unquote, passed the torch. Like, and I championed you and always rocked with you. And him and Drake have a real relationship. So I have no problem with him, like, not standing by Drake, but also just, like, not being one of the people to kick his back in. I think Game respects the hell out of both of them. But what it comes down to is like, bro, if you link up with my number one op, and I hate this man, I hate this man, and you let him diss me in my city, like
on your song, on your album,
some things don't have to be said. I have a beef right now that like it doesn't need to be addressed. The line was crossed. Some things were said. They should definitely know that line was crossed, and it is what it is.
I'm about to see. I'm not gonna see who not on the podcast in the past couple of weeks.
So I'm not gonna be like. I'm not gonna go out of my way to be like, hey, for the record, I'm mad at you. No, it is what it is. Like, fuck you. Until it's not, and that's just how it is sometimes. So like. We can't act like this isn't a human response.
You couldn't have had a conversation with the nigga though, like just texting like, I don't respect you for doing X.
No, I would have. In most cases, I have. But I'm talking to one specific case, and for whatever reason, I felt like that line was clearly crossed. Things were said, and I'm just distancing myself, and it is what it is.
I'm kind of with you in a
but I don't think you're wrong. of the time, I probably handle it that way. I probably go,
If
yo,
I got a
you
relationship
stepped out
with
of
you, I
line.
would like to be able to have the conversation. But at the same time, if I'm in a very public opposition situation, you and I are not. But let's just say because of the proximity that you and I are very clearly not cool with each other. And we both sitting here, and then you all of a sudden hanging out with these two on a video talking what could very clearly be taking shots at me. I'm gonna feel some type of way about all you three of y'all.
I thought we was just rapping.
Yeah. And that's another point of games which I kind of feel him. I kind of feel him in like, hey, look, like the rap beefs I deal with, there was like actual violence.
How many rap beefs do you deal with?
Me personally?
Yes.
Like 12.
Okay, that's fair.
But I think that
High Noon and El Saloon.
yeah, I think that don't you say their name on it. No, I'm talking shit. But I think that also like this whole like game shit commenting, like one day I'm gonna like pull back the curtain and y'all can see how phony, like I love game. But like we've been calling game phony for years, so it's like pin the tail on the donkey type thing.
What was the show he was on?
I don't know.
You know, that's
Was it Love and Hip Hop?
not Love and Hip Hop, but it was like one of those like X Factor, like Date the X or something. It was on a CW show.
That says all it needs.
When you think about, how Game's career has gone, he's latched on to Drake. You feel me? Like, not to say latched on.
Latched
but, like,
on is
he fuck-
crazy.
You feel me? But he fuck with Drake. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like he done made this known over the years. So it's like,
And I got no problem with him, like,
yeah. And I think
not
that-
shitting on Drake.
Yeah, but I feel like that conflict was always gonna be, addressed at some point because, if it's a line, like you said, if it's a line, you can't be on the other side. You feel me? Because if we really got real problems, then you just can't be on here.
I mean, let's look back at the opposite side of that. LeBron James showed up at the pop out, and Drake still is pissed about that, even though LeBron and the Drake have been like boys since day
Bro's
one.
got a tattaoo of him.
Listen,
Had.
Oh yeah, that's right. He covered up for
that's the reason
SGA.
why
Yeah.
double agents
Fucking
so
SGA.
dangerous. Double agents
He
dangerous
covered up
for a
a
reason.
tattoo
You
of
never
a man
know
on
what
his
side
body
they
with a
on.
tattoo
So
Yeah.
of
it's
another
like,
man on his body.
you
I
never
mean,
know.
that is
There's
facts.
information about
He should
you know.
did, I don't know, like Michael Jordan or somebody that's just like right there with LeBron, not like somebody who's still building their career.
SGA.
No,
yeah,
but he did
is
SGA because
crazy.
SGA is another Canadian.
Canadian, I know,
But again, it's not surprising
No,
that
fuck that,
and
bro. Their
Drake,
force fires gotta chill.
and that's one of the things you think about during the whole beef, during the whole rap like feud, civil war, whatever we want to call it. One of the things that Drake has had against like Khaled and all them is the fact that they never took a side. Drake was not only just getting mad at people who were taking Kendrick's side or showing up the Kendrick shit. He was getting mad at his friends who didn't take his side.
Who just fell back? Yeah.
Who just fell back. Game was not one of them. Game was always
Game was
supporting
pretty,
Drake.
yeah,
Vocal,
sided
very
on
vocal.
Drake. If anything, that made, and it also makes sense because if you're not talking to Kendrick for years and you got a genuine relationship with Drake, which I think he does, then yeah, like it was always gonna.
And it always felt like Game's association with Kendrick was more of like we're from the same area, so we got to support each other. Versus Drake, it actually felt like Game and him were real friends. So to
Yes.
me, it does not surprise me that
Yeah.
that's the way that this went because Game was never really that close with Kendrick. He'd be like, "Hey, yo, I'll give you a verse, you give me a
Yes.
verse, or I'll pay for a verse for you to help build the buzz of this song."
Yeah.
Versus like, yo, we actually rock. You
But
never.
Kendrick loved Game too. That's the part that's like.
But he grew.
fucked
But
up.
but the thing
Because
is,
he grew up on it.
He
yeah.
grew up on it, and it's the same thing as like sometimes your idols become your rivals. Like
Yeah.
he grew up on Snoop. He grew up on all this, and that's when Snoop like again. What
Mm-hmm.
did Kendrick say? I pray when Snoop posted Taylor Made, it was just the edibles.
Yeah.
Like he was saying, like, yo, that's someone I actually really like
Have
fuck
a
with.
relationship. Yeah.
I'm hoping that the diss against me was just because you were just promoting
Yeah.
shit. That's how Kendrick felt about it. Like
Yeah.
I understand that there's a level of marketing to all of this that we don't see the full like every through line of, but I can honestly think that Drake and Game are actual friends where
Yes.
Game and Kendrick were more of just like, you the big homie who did this before me. Let me
Right.
see what I can learn from you.
Yeah.
Let me hop on some shit with you.
I
And
mean-
you can hop on some shit with me because now I'm the buzzing motherfucker in the same city. It
Yeah.
was never about a friendship. You never really see them hanging out. They weren't hanging out at Dodgers games
Yeah.
or Lakers games or anything like that. You
That's
would
true.
see Drake and Game hanging out
Yeah.
outside of rap.
That's a good way to put it. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I just, for the sake of being West Coast P, I just wish that everything was I just wish that everything was good. But I totally understand where it's at. And a lot of times I've been critical of Game, and this is one where I can't be that critical. Like I think both are completely at fault in this scenario, and it's one of those things where it's like for the quote unquote like sake of the West Coast or the sake of hip hop, you'd want them to be on good terms, but it is what it is, man. Like it's not clearly Game's not ever gonna cross the line because even though he feels away, he's never gonna he still hasn't outright disrespected Kendrick, and Kendrick same. Kendrick, like, people are now trying to find shots at Game, and I don't know a single shot in his catalog that you could attribute to Game. Like I just think it's
Kendrick just don't.
we don't-
I think it's
we
a
don't
kind of
fuck.
a situation
Yeah.
where Kendrick just don't fuck with him like
Yeah,
that.
that's it.
For real.
That's it.
I don't see, but how is it both at fault though? What you mean by?
Because I think I think again,
Or neither's at fault.
I think it's just all communication, or maybe neither is at fault, is to put it a better way. Because I feel like Kendrick is entitled to feel like that was crazy as fuck that you just let Drake do that, like blah blah blah. And then I also feel like it's on Game's end. I genuinely didn't see this as a problem because I came from beefs that were much different than this beef, and so if there was a problem, like Game could have also reached out to Kendrick and been like, "Hey, look, man, like, the fuck is
He
up?"
put the verse in before I knew what was going on.
And Kendrick could have also been like, Kendrick also could have been like, instead of just like doing this whole like sensei thing, like whatever the way they say he moves is like a sensei, where he just don't be saying shit, he just does shit, and it's like, no communication. Like,
So-
tell me I fucked up.
Yeah, so Platte, you know what this kind of remind me of a little bit is, again, not comparing the two artists in the same situation here. Like, I know they're both Geminis, but when Kanye West got mad at Travis Scott for Sicko Mode for Drake doing the whole like checks over stripes,
Yeah.
turned around the block, made a right, like literally driving the directions to Kanye's house
Insane.
from their houses in his house in Calabasas, and he's like, Travis Scott, you supposed to be family, like. Why you just letting this man just basically roast me on your song?
Yeah.
It's a similar thing. Like
Damn.
if-
Whack
if-
100 co-executive producer and stat quo of this album. Full
Yeah.
circle moment.
full circle. It's
Crazy.
the same thing where you talk about like, you know, and I hadn't just lost it when you said that. I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
my bad. My
no,
bad.
it's all good. But yeah, like,
Genuinely just caught that for the first time.
but no, it's just the same. It's like a similar thing with the thing I was gonna make the point of, if Future came out and he was like, "Hey, yo, Drake, I didn't know Kendrick was gonna go this, like, say this on the track against you and J. Cole, but I still put the song out." You know where the situation, all these people, we know it as fans, but all of them know it as how they live and how their
Yes.
persona is, and even if that's not what they truly feel in their hearts, that's how their persona is right now. You can't have Kendrick drop the like that verse and him and Future be like, "Oh, I didn't know this was about Drake or J. Cole."
Yeah.
You can't have Travis Scott be out here Drake like, "Oh, I didn't know Drake was talking about Kanye." They know what they're doing. They know the controversy of it. Now, whether they mean it in their hearts or not, they know what it's going to bring in terms of buzz.
Right. Yeah. Look, man. It is what it is. Before we get into the other beef, Gucci Man versus Pooh Shiesty, which I'm very glad that we have some of the panel that we have today, because particularly I remember when that was popping off, it was a week of rotating doors, and we didn't quite have the people that we have now.
We didn't
So
know
I'm-
everything we knew at that time.
and we
either.
also didn't know everything. So I definitely want to get into that. But before all of that, we have a Roddy Ricch album update. Roddy Ricch, Navy album coming soon.
Oh, again?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like the boy who cried wolf.
Is there any chance? All right, forget like
I'm gonna put the sunglasses back on that one.
we all had, jump in if I'm wrong here. We all just like have terribly low expectations for this album. If you're getting delay after delay after delay, and you're coming off an album that was not received well, and your last album was now almost 6 years ago.
Pandemic,
yeah.
Literally COVID season.
So, like, my point is not do you have faith in this album, because I think we all have low faith in this album. My question is, do we have faith that this guy can ever bounce back? Like, I'm talking not just this album, I'm talking like going forward. Can Roddy Ricch bounce back?
Yeah, I feel like all he gotta do is get that one hit and a few good songs for the album, man. We just seen Young Miami bounce back from nothing.
Young Miami was basically buried with Diddy, and all of a sudden she got one of the songs of the summer.
We seen her bounce back from nothing, so I'm pretty sure Roddy Ricch. I don't see why he can't. Like I said,
Do you think he has another box or balling or
another box? It just gotta be something that can get played for at least the next 3 to 4 months. If he can get some play for the next 3 to 4 months,
It's gonna.
He hasn't like necessarily been turned into like a meme yet, or a joke. Besides the fact that
the album,
the fucking album's taking so
Right.
goddamn long.
Literally.
But like other than that, like he hasn't been like ostracized by the industry yet, where it's like everyone's just gonna make fun of him either way. Like people will fuck with it if he comes out with something that's actually worthwhile. I feel.
exactly all you need is that one key song, and set the streets on fire, and his name gonna be in good graces for sure.
Zeus, you feel the same way?
For real, I feel like Roddy can get back there, because Roddy had multiple good projects, and then the last couple where it was some experimenting going on. There was a lot of stuff going on in his life. He talked about it in the music, but it's like you got to get back to if he can get back to where he was, in like whatever mental space he was in, whatever, he got in to make a hit. And if he can make at least 3 or 4 hits, he right back in the game.
Yes.
He right back in the mix. And and that just so happened to be his specialty. So
I got a very weird take on this, because where Roddy Ricch needs to go, and this is very ironic.
EDM, techno, like that housey music.
He needs to go to a person, and this person would also greatly benefit from him if they can rekindle a magic. Not rekindle, just get magic.
Mustard?
DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled is in desperate need of an absolute banger. Roddy Ricch is in desperate need of an absolute banger. DJ Khaled does have the Rock Nation machine behind him for the most part. Roddy Ricch, West Coast, does still have a lot of support on the West Coast. I think that a Roddy Ricch, DJ Khaled record, now obviously there'd be other parts to it. I think Roddy Ricch would be a part of that DJ Khaled record. But I think those are two artists in particular right now that are both searching for a hit, need a hit to greatly put them back in good graces. And I think that, yes, Roddy Ricch, you're right. If he can give you 3 to 4 like solid hits, he's back where he needs to be, and everything is all good.
I don't even think it needs to be 3 or 4. I'm here with Birdie. If he got one single that fucking pops off.
No, he needs one that like one that like pops. But if you get 3 or 4 of them like they're played consistently joints, he's good.
Yeah, but that's asking for a lot out of anybody.
It is. I'm not.
years
We haven't seen it. We haven't seen that
Yes.
since the pandemic. Let's not forget that a lot of the music that came out in that 2020 era of the pandemic did not survive to 2022. And
You're right.
Roddy Ricch has sadly
your
been
time.
one of them at this point.
Yeah.
Like he had built some strong mixtapes. Let's
Yeah.
not
Oh, yeah. Out the mud and all that shit.
Yeah,
was
let's
fire.
not like poo his shit he did building up. But his major label debut came out at a time where we were all in the house. TikTok was more like all of that was like a different type of thing. 2 years later, music, the way we consume music had changed a little bit.
Yeah.
And his biggest hits are from that 2020, 2021 era.
Right.
He got to prove that he can actually make a sustainable hit right
He
now.
does. He did have a couple of things too. After like he had like Racks in the Middle did very well. Racks in the Middle did very well.
But that
He
was
does.
what we all know about Racks in the Middle because of Nipsey.
Right. I'm just
2019,
saying.
The box was pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
But it really hit. When did it hit?
It
But look at when it hit the Billboard
the
charts.
the album was
2020.
December 2019. So it's basically 2020.
I just disagree on like Khaled backing Roddy Rich somehow helps Khaled or Roddy Rich.
I'm just saying those are two that if they could make it work.
Well, yeah,
It would be a great thing for both of them.
I done heard like a Jay-Z and a Beyonce song, and it just didn't hit and didn't go nowhere.
Beyonce's Morning
No,
Dew,
I'm not saying-
her shit that was a throwaway from her Beyonce
You said
or her
DJ
second
Khaled?
album is
Yes.
hit better than her with DJ Khaled on the last album.
I'm not. I'm saying that is a situation that they should definitely get in a booth together and see if they can try to see something.
I would rather
because
see
Khaled
him with Mustard. I'd rather
always-
see him reunite
Oh
with
yeah,
Mustard.
I'm
Mustard
Khaled-
is the obvious answer for
If
sure.
I'm Khaled, I'm looking at Roddy Rich like, nigga, I'm still Khaled and you Roddy Rich, nigga. I can still go and get me a Justin Bieber, nigga. I can still go and get me a
Okay, do a
motherfucker.
record, Justin Bieber and Roddy Rich. Like do something that gets him like
But
in
what,
that.
But what would, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, what would make Khaled think, like, let me go
We
get
need
Roddy
this
Rich?
guy.
No,
We need-
I'm
yeah.
saying no, because Roddy Rich is fucking.
Because Roddy Rich has, he still,
Roddy
I
Rich
still
can make
believe
it.
he
He
has
can do
a
it.
hit in him. I still believe that.
I mean, I think
And
it's
Khaled doesn't have Drake. It seems like he doesn't have Jay-Z
He don't
anymore.
got shit.
Will we agree that entertainment in general is kind of like a what have you done for me lately?
For sure.
Yeah, and Khaled is the definition
Yeah,
of the what
it's
have you
all-
done for me lately.
It's really
But
all
sometimes-
Khaled
but-
game
but
affairs.
sometimes-
Khaled is one of them names that just lives through the game. You know what I'm saying? He a household name. Like Roddy Rich is not one of those.
He
No, yeah, for
was.
sure. For sure. But Khaled doesn't make music. So he needs people that can
But
give
at
him
this
that
point,
music.
Khaled
Khaled's name hold a lot of weight though. To
So-
get people whose name hold
In-
a lot of
in
weight.
and
Chris's
that
defense-
name is
in Chris's
fading
de-
away.
in Chris's
He
defense-
also built his whole brand off of, we got Rihanna on the album, we got
Yes.
Drake on the
And
album.
also
we
in
got
Chris's-
And he
only
can
the
still get
biggest
Rihanna.
artists.
And Chris's
You can make a
defense,
Rihanna and Rocky
He ain't-
collab if
Yeah.
you want to.
He's not getting that.
in Chris's
could.
defense here,
not.
He could.
Do you want to bet on it?
I'm not gonna bet on it, but
Okay.
she could.
but in your defense here,
I could fly.
Khaled can probably reinvent himself in a way that would probably help his brand more as like almost, and I'm going to do a movie reference here, but like a Quentin Tarantino did with like, what's the dude from Greece? John Travolta. Like, yo, let's get some of these names that you haven't heard in a minute. Let's get them back prevalent in a prominent situation.
That's what I've been saying.
He can do that, but he has to have the desire to do that. And right now, Khaled's brand has not been like.
No,
let's
he's
look
still
at the
begging.
last singles
He's
he's
still
released.
begging for the Jay and Rihanna. That is 100% the holdup for his album. He did not get inspired by Jay-Z. He's waiting for Jay-Z. He's waiting for Rihanna. And
Jay-Z
I don't want
ain't
to make
gotta
this
do
too
it,
much of
and
a
Rihanna ain't
Khaled
gotta do it.
conversation, but I agree, and I've said that point several times in the history of this podcast, is that Khaled should go the super A&R route because he does have a
got the Rolodex.
he does
He got
have
a
the
Rolodex.
Rolodex of connections. He does have the way to make the needle shake, and
But here's
he's
the
got
problem. His Rolodex right now is that fucking old school like turnstile Rolodex when we all moved to cell phone contacts.
Right.
He behind the times.
I mean, we heard that Lil Baby in Future record. That shit wasn't it.
It
wasn't, but he got Lil Baby in Future, and that's the thing I'm talking about. Why
mean, but
would
all
we
it takes-
even
all
look
it-
towards a Roddy Rich?
I'm not saying Roddy Rich is your lead single, but I'm saying that is somebody
But
you
what
would.
I'm saying is
you would
Roddy
look
Rich
at.
needs DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled does not need Roddy Rich.
I think they
whatsoever.
both need something.
They don't
I
need,
think
they
that-
don't need
I
each
think
other.
Ra-
That's
I-
what I'm saying.
I think Roddy Ricch
Roddy
needs
Ricch
something
needs
separate from
Khaled more
DJ
than-
Khaled.
100%.
Yes, 100%.
I think Roddy
don't
Ricch
disagree with
need a producer right now that's gonna put him on like he's gonna be on the song. It's gonna be his song that's gonna fucking hit in the clubs, in the cars. It's the end of summer. We
Wait,
still
hold on.
haven't had that many big ass hits. We talking about what have been the big hits for this summer? Like
Hold on.
We got a few.
We
we got
got
a few, but Roddy
That's how
Ricch
it
could
goes.
easily be on a right produced song and be right back up there.
We got to do some real time digging, which is what I'm doing right now.
All he needs is some mustard on the beat.
All
I
right.
think he needs to
All right.
reunite with
But
Mustard. I
was
agree
he
with that.
was he on DJ Mustard?
Huh?
He wasn't on DJ Mustard's last album, was he? And DJ Mustard dropped the album after Not Like Us.
Yeah, I know. Didn't he
Yeah.
get deleted or some shit? Because I had the Kodak Black song down.
Maybe
up there and
because
that
it's
shit.
It did
not.
get leaked, but also he wasn't on that one, but he was on the one before. That's where we got Ballin'.
Yeah.
It capitalized off the box, and Ballin' just hit the next wave.
Faith of a Must See, 2024. I'm looking at it now. You got Yachty, Doug, you got Staples, Q, you got Trav, you got Charlie Wilson, Ty Dolla $ign, you got Blast, Boogie.
And I wanna
Oh,
point-
you do got Roddy Ricch for a record on
And
here.
I do want to point out
Okay,
something
you
about
got
that
one.
album. It was already pretty much done. Then before Not Like Us was actually,
Right.
and so Not Like Us propelled it. And so
Made you rethink everything.
It made you
Of course.
rethink it. He had done that album before. It was not the same thing he would have done if Not Like Us had hit and then he recorded the album.
Right. For sure. Okay, so he did have Roddy on the last album, and then Roddy didn't deliver.
And
So
I was
yeah,
just
no,
saying,
I'm not.
So I mean, none of us. You had to look it up. None
Yeah.
of us who do this all the time knew that.
Which that to me is probably on Roddy, not DJ Mustard. If I have
on
to,
both.
if I have to assess blame there,
Because
it's probably because Roddy Ricch didn't
just
take
because
it
you
to
said
next
it, you
level.
know the name of the album, Chris. Just because you
Artist.
just because you said the name of the album, you remember it.
I'm not putting a trash beat on my album.
But let's be honest. Before you had said "Faith of a Mustard Seed," we forgot that was the name of the goddamn album. That album didn't hit.
Yeah, that album did not hit. That album was disappointing.
Why would it be Roddy Ricch fault though?
Because
his fault,
because
I'm just saying.
I look at him. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it would be his fault. Just like if he pops on a DJ Khaled record and that record doesn't chart well, I would say that's more on him than DJ Khaled. Did DJ Khaled ruin that song? I don't think so.
Well, to be fair, DJ Khaled hasn't been hot for a minute either. So, like, what are we talking
No,
about?
but
We're
I'm
talking about
saying-
two
but I-
falling stars.
But what I'm saying is I don't want to get too lost in
I'm
semantics
Mustard
here.
And
But.
I produced a song. Well, the song not popping because the beat kind of whack.
Okay, if the consensus is that the beat's whack, that changes everything. I'm assuming that this is a Mustard quality beat,
it didn't.
and-
It was never released as a single.
and it didn't go.
It wasn't a single.
So at that point,
of all the
if the
songs on that
production is
album,
good,
he didn't put this out as a single
What
at
if
any
it's a
point.
Roddy Ricch quality verse.
we're just gonna do this all day. We're just gonna
But you
do
gotta
this.
s-
No, I know what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I would tend to side on the people that aren't vocalists. I would tend to side on the people like Khaled and Mustard that have the ability and the resources to have just A1 beats on every single
I just
song.
wanna point out,
I
I
have to
think-
re-listen to it
I
because
think
maybe
that-
I will feel that way. Maybe I will feel like
I feel
the beat
like
was
Khaled
trash.
and Mustard, their moment in hip hop is kind of switched
Yeah.
a little bit. So I don't know if like that is the biggest endorsement now as it was before.
No, it's not, and that again goes back to my point, and I agree with you, Birdie, that Roddy would benefit more from DJ Khaled than DJ Khaled would Roddy. I just think that DJ Khaled should move into that, take those artists, take that Roddy Ricch, that Lil Baby, that people that you know have the potential to absolutely deliver a hit. We just need the right circumstances. And if I don't have Jay-Z, Rihanna, Drake at my Rolodex, then I have to start looking down the ladder. I have to start calling Future.
Khaled's
I have to
issue-
start calling everybody.
I think Khaled's issue is he needs to start looking at the next generation, not the current. Like Khaled was always someone who was like hitting right now, but then also a little bit in the future. He's not doing that recently.
Yeah, no, now he's just a legacy act.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunately what it is.
Speaking of legacies,
Yeah, speaking of legacies, we got Gucci Man versus Pooh Shiesty So once upon a time, when this news broke, we were trying to have this conversation on the platform. I think we did a good job with it, but I do want to kind of summarize that to get to where we are now. In that, Pooh Shiesty dropped the album. Again, Gucci Mane, he is signed to Gucci Mane signed.
Poochie Man is signed to
Gucci
Gucci
Mane
Mane's
is,
labels.
yes. Pooh Shiesty is signed to Gucci Mane. Thank you. Pooh Shiesty is signed to Gucci Mane. So Gucci Mane has to approve the album's release. He approved the album's release, and allegedly there was an incident where Pooh Shiesty tried to rob Gucci to get out of his contract on some Suge Knight, Eazy-E type shit. And now we're in a situation. So first off, quickly, before we get to where we're at now, where did you guys lie in that? Because there was a lot of discourse on Pooh Shiesty's doing what he has to do. Gucci Mane shouldn't have snitched, or vice versa. Pooh Shiesty has no right, and Gucci Mane had every right to snitch. Where are you guys at with that part of it before we get to
Can I say
where we're
one
at
thing
now?
real quick?
Go ahead.
In all the things that I've seen, and again, you guys may have more information than all of me. Not just little parts of me, but all of me. But Gucci Mane did not snitch to the police. The snitching he did was because all this shit was insured, which to get your insurance claim, you have to
File
submit
a
a police report, which again, Gucci Mane never said he was like trying to show up to trial and everything. He was just trying to say, yo, this is what is taken from
I
me.
just got threatened. And
Yeah. So I don't know how much that changes anything for anybody here, but I do think that that's something that we didn't talk about the last time, if I remember correctly. The fact that, oh yeah, and that's my fault for missing the legalese. You do have to file a police report if any of your shit's insured.
Okay. That's a good point.
Yeah, personally, I didn't think Gucci Mane was about to get on the stand there. You know what I'm saying? But I think in a sense they both did what they needed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you Pooh Shiesty, you a street nigga. You feel like you're dealing with a street nigga. I know some people look at Gucci Mane as a business partner in this sense, but I know Pooh Shiesty probably look at this nigga like a street nigga, and you know, you feel like you playing with him, so you gotta take matters into your own hands. Okay, I get it. Gucci Mane, you know what I'm saying? He was probably looking at it from a business perspective. This how business work with music and shit. This is how shit gonna go.
And he got lured into the situation too. He thought it was a business meeting he was walking into,
And that's
not
what
a
I mean.
setup.
And when there's actual legal happenings behind all this shit, you can't just like pull a gun on somebody and have it your way. Like, that's just not how it works, no matter how street you are.
It
or
did for
whatever.
Suge.
It is what you a Pooh Shiesty. You gotta live up to that name, man. That was some real shiesty shit.
That was shiesty.
That was
Right?
very
This
shiesty.
man living out his raps for real. I'm never gonna question his gangster on that shit. I know this man live out his raps for real.
And
That
first
is-
day, I was a fucking banger.
Yeah, make the songs hit 10 times harder. 100%.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But even honestly, even if Gucci Mane was to get on the stand or whatever, shit. I mean, he already looked at as a rap at this point by the masses, so it's like, you know,
And I think that's the part for me that I'm like,
it still might hurt his image though when it comes to
It's gonna-
signing.
it's gonna hurt his image for sure. Because like, yo, you supposed to be the like the industry not adjacent label. Like,
Right. You're supposed to be not moving like a label
I'm
head.
not. I'm
And-
not signing to fucking UMG. I'm not signing to fucking Motor. I'm signing to Gucci because
gets me.
Who gets my
Yeah.
shit? And Pooh was like, "Yo, this nigga's still the same as like all these other labels." So I get that, but also I know that the biggest thing that we had talked about when we talked about this last time was about the rat aspect of it. And I do understand, and I get for him, Gucci's like, "Yo, I don't give a fuck what you do because you release, you still in my contract. I'm still making money off this shit. But the only thing is,
Business.
I need to get my valuables back. And the only way to do that is to submit a police report of what was taken, which
Fair.
means that technically you snitching to the police."
Okay. Zeus, where you at with it?
Man, I just feel like, you know, I knew Gucci was gonna drop the album. I knew he was gonna drop the album. You know, because that's the whole purpose of this. That's why all of this is going down. So he drops the album, and you know, Pooh Shiesty. I don't see him taking a stand against Pooh Shiesty because it's really not in his it's not in his interest to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't have to.
He doesn't have
You
to.
don't have to.
You don't have to join the stand
know,
for the insurance claim. You just have to submit the police report. That's it.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I just feel like this saga is gonna play out a lot different than I think a lot of people gonna initially think.
Yeah. Fire album, by the way. I don't know. I don't know if the panel has gotten to listen to it yet.
Yeah.
It is a very, especially that back half is fire.
Can we also talk about the fact that, because of all this shit behind this, it's probably getting more traction than it would have in the national media.
I think this has a lot to do
In
with
pockets, yeah.
that. I think this has a lot to do with that. Like the fact that all of this is coming to light again. It's just the album's out. You know, go buy the album, and
I think that the headline that I saw, which is that Gucci allows this album to be released, is very much set to rage bait you. It's very much set for you to be like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? Of course he's
It's
allowed."
the narrative.
Yeah.
It's the narrative. But the narrative feeds into, oh, yeah, hey, by the way, have you seen these other things that have happened? Have you seen these diss tracks and seen this other shit? It all feeds into itself in a way that works out well for both of them.
Yeah.
because
That-
what other time would you drop this album knowing it's done? You want to do it right now while he's hot, while everybody's
Right.
talking about him.
And if you wanted to do it of like Pooh Shiesty kind of way, you would drop a bullshit album, like almost like the Frank Ocean shit to get out of his contract. Drop a bullshit album, turn around, be out the contract, and drop your album that you want to drop. He dropped an album that sounded like he actually was rapping for real.
Yeah, no, he locked in. And I think this is a very good. I think this Pooh Shiesty album is very good. I like it. Does anybody kind of have any thoughts about it? I thought it was hilarious that it starts with a disclaimer. The first 2 seconds of it is a disclaimer saying that everything on here is
It's a legalese like, yo,
Yeah.
nothing can,
Yeah,
none of this is,
fictional,
it's all fictional account. Don't take any of this shit to court.
yeah, literally that, and then the album starts, and I'm like, that's a great way to just get this out the way, and
Especially
get
in
to
this
shit.
time of day where we're
Yeah.
seeing how many rappers are still on trial with their lyrics being used as evidence.
Absolutely,
Shout out the FBI
yeah,
for doing
Yeah,
that.
fuck the FBI.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
the FBI.
yeah. Shout out, fuck the FBI. Whatever side of the fence you fall on. Let's not get political.
Okay,
here.
I'm sorry. The views
I'm
of this,
talking-
the views of this Negro right here do not reflect the views of all the Rap Cave podcasts. I said what I said.
I said what I said.
Shout out to CIA.
Man, fuck the CIA.
Fuck the CIA.
Shout out MK Ultra. No, I'm just talking shit now. No, I think that like with this album, yeah, I think this is a good way to kind of marketing wise, everybody benefits from this. I hope Pooh Shiesty is able to get himself in a position where he's not facing serious time and that he is allowed to pivot outside of this, because for whatever reason he feels this deal is unfair, I'm rooting for him to have that, to get to a place where he can have a fair
Artists
deal.
should have a little bit more
Yes,
autonomy. But
of
that being
course.
said, in everything that's going on, this is the best case scenario for both of them.
Absolutely, they're both eating off of it, and I wonder just how each personally feel about it. I wonder if it's
Because-
if it's maybe that's too strong of a way to put it, but I wonder if it's almost water under the bridge for both of them, of being
I
like,
mean-
you know what, they're like
Even if
like
it's not,
the
dude.
hard feelings kind of set.
Even if it's not, dude.
You know
let's
where
be
I'm at.
honest.
I know where you're
In-
at,
In
yeah.
your topics of today, would this be a major topic or an also release if we didn't have the backstory?
Yes, because of Pooh Shiesty, the jail sentence. I still feel like on if I'm looking at we're more than halfway through this year, we're 3/4 of the way through this year almost, and on an average week, I feel like Pooh Shiesty would be one of the biggest releases each week.
Which, again, I
For the
think we
most
would
part.
cover in releases, but will we cover it as a main topic? I don't like this is a main topic right now.
No, I understand that it gets elevated. So yeah, you're right in that aspect. But as far as just releases go, I think Pooh Shiesty is one of the bigger releases of the year. Probably
Because also it was kind of a quiet week.
Yeah.
I
Like
think
we're,
that's just probably was just part of the rollout. You know, it's gonna
my
be-
man, I love you to death, but you
Oh,
gotta,
yeah.
yeah,
I
you
think
gotta,
that's just part of
you
the
gotta
rollout.
learn that shit.
That's
Otherwise, I'm banishing you
Yeah.
to the gulag and you
Man.
back there.
But nah, I think that's just
Shout out to Zeus, man.
I think that's just a way of them. Fuck, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah,
But the mic's where it needs to be, and that's all that matters.
it's all good, bro.
I love you to death, but I've been cutting clips, and it's just like, when it's here,
Yeah,
don't hear shit. Don't hear shit you say. And I want to clip the times you're right, because it's very few and far between. So I want to make sure that I highlight those moments that those rare gems. You know what I'm saying? No, shout out to you. No man. Any other music before we get out of here? I know Roy Woods dropped OVO Birds in the bill. Are you really a bird? Are you?
Roy Woods, my man's Tyler type dude, but I don't really listen to Roy Woods.
No, Roy Woods is dope. I genuinely want to listen to it. I haven't listened to it, or I listened to his last project. Very good. I haven't listened to this one yet.
Did you say a Tyler type dude?
No, my man's Tyler love Roy Woods. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
listen to
yeah.
him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did. I heard what you heard.
I was
'cause
like, I haven't really listened to it, but I'm like,
I was like, you trying to call it gay? I was so confused. Which A$AP Rocky did confirm, by the way. Tyler, the Creator, is gay. Take that for what it's worth.
Yeah.
he did have that interview where he's like, yeah, nah, man, that dude's gay.
yeah,
as
that
hell."
Rocky interview. Maybe we could go over it. Rocky actually had a really good interview. I've been seeing clips from it all week.
We
I
should.
haven't watched the whole
Yeah,
thing.
we could watch.
Oh.
I haven't either.
Only thing I ain't like about that interview, like, it's just seem like, I don't want to say fake, but like the way he be answering questions be making me mad. It's like, I don't want to say he like trying to
trained?
get a clip or something, but it's just like too, it don't feel natural, like when he be answering shit sometimes. Like, I don't want to say it's scripted either. I don't know if it's scripted. I don't know how Jason Lee runs shit.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I guess I could. I mean,
Hey,
I
man,
think he's just
Jason-
answering things like
Jason Lee
with
is
a lot
not
of
somebody you want to
context,
smoke
I
with.
guess.
Jason Lee is not somebody you want to smoke with. I saw my dog Peter Rosenberg absolutely make point after point, and he just fucking cooked them. He just cooked them
Yeah,
regardless.
don't mess with the mafia.
Speaking of new music, how about that "Destroy Lonely" single, fellas?
Didn't listen to it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Didn't listen to it. Amr's
That shit was
band will be up shortly, so you're not in it because you're an Android. The chat, everybody knows this at this point. Bryce is not in this group chat willingly.
Thankfully,
Yes, thankfully, in his words.
again,
I'd say
y'all know how
I'd
much-
say I'd
this
say
one
that
always
I'd
flavor
say
with
that
that.
too
I
if I
got-
wasn't invited. I'd
I
say
got-
that too if I wasn't invited.
yo, you can invite me. I would rather not. You know how many things
No, I
I
don't
gotta
want that
deal with
shit
in
to
a
be
day?
gross and green. But in the group chat, Bad Tag Mur put in the group chat, yo, this Destroy Lonely, like, I know that y'all hate me, but you got to listen to this. Like, I'm just ready to die on this hill.
I just looked at his his whole reaction to that, and I feel like that needs to be something that we clip out because
Oh,
he
yeah.
literally looked at the sky and was like, "No, not today, bro."
It was that reaction. So that Birdie was on. Birdie beat me to it. I said I was typing back, not today, Satan. And right before I finished texted that, Birdie it said Amr left the group chat, and it said Birdie then kicked him out of there, and I was like I support that. And then Birdie texts the next text. He goes, I can't add him back in here. And I said, for the record, I'm all for everybody policing everybody. But cause Zeus did some shit. He had to do some time. Everybody has to do some time from time to time. And I'm all for it. But don't kick somebody if you can't
White
bring
man
them
said
back.
jail inevitable.
Yeah.
If you can't bring them back. So
That was funny as hell, though.
that was funny as hell. So I bring him back. And he goes, And we have normal conversation after that. We're not even talking about that. We're talking about bullshit.
And then he comes back.
And then he comes back and he goes, seriously, y'all need to give this shit a chance. I was like, you don't learn.
I don't understand what y'all ain't seeing here.
I go, you don't learn, do you? He says, no. And then we go talking about our bullshit. And then he brings it up a third time. And I go, all right, bro, you got to learn. I just kicked him. So he will be back tomorrow in the group chat. He will be back tomorrow.
For the record, this is one of those times where my Android phone has saved me yet again.
100%.
I don't want to be part of this bullshit.
You do not want to be a part of this bullshit.
The Racket group chat's
get
my favorite
active
group chat.
sometimes. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
love
I'll
it.
be in there getting active.
Well, really, it's just weird.
Yeah, be the most some motherfuckers be talking all day.
The worst thing that ever happened to that group chat was Money Murr graduating. That shit. Because now he's got time to respond
For
to
the
everything.
record, I already got Platte hitting me up at 6-some in the morning on a Friday like, hey, yo, you coming down? And I'm like, bro, I'm not even awake yet.
Do it.
So
So doing my job. So that's annoying
Yeah,
to you.
but that, way too early.
That's annoying to you.
Motherfucker, I'm a night owl. Text me at like 1.
You don't gotta respond at 6 a.m.
But I still hear my phone go off.
after Money.
You got it on ringer? You're old as shit.
I got it on vibrate. It's
That's
still vibrate.
old as fuck.
What, you got your shit on silent?
Absolutely. I get to it when I get to it.
My shit vibrate. I don't know about that. I can't do the silent.
I'm going to say, I'm going to pause on that, but also yes.
So after all that, just for context, Murr sent a photo of his car play, and Platte said, "Bro's too good at his job because he's listening to this."
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty funny.
Yeah, because he goes, it's our job to dissect music. You have to dissect this. And
Oh, yeah.
we're
Yeah,
like,
you said
no,
Bro
you
takes-
don't.
Bro takes his job too seriously.
We're like. I said. So you're telling me there's a strong demand for us specifically to talk about Destroy Lonely. You're telling me that the
Hold on.
success of this podcast right now
Is he
hinges
watching?
on
You
Destroy
think he's
Lonely.
watching right now? Because let me say this.
No, he'll watch after.
All right. Let me put this to you right here. This is a hip-hop related podcast. We ain't got to do shit. All right? First off, fuck your bitch and the click you claim. West Side, because we ride, because we quick with game.
That's crazy.
All I heard was West Side. Shout out West Coast Platte.
out West Coast.
West Coast P.
So
But also,
Anyway-
for real, no, we ain't listening to, like, it's just the same thing. We're not listening to some fucking role model or fucking
No,
sounder
I
here
will
either.
give it a chance. I
So,
just had a busy
the-
week. That's all.
But the last thing he said is just funny. So tell me what you guys don't like about the song. Is it the beat? Is it the lyrics? Is it the mixing? Like, what is there not to like? The flow? Question mark.
Dude, he stood on the fact that for whatever reason Destroy Lonely is
He
snapping.
said everything but the sound. Everything.
If it offends my ears, I ain't listening.
Sound ass.
Before we get out of here though, speaking of ass, I'm just kidding. I don't hate it.
You said
Did
speaking
you guys
of ass, making a stallion?
Did you guys no. We could talk
Sorry.
about Megan Thee Stallion.
I mean, I'm here for it.
Free
She's
Tory.
single now.
Yeah, that's crazy. Shout out to Clay, man. He's a dog. The Drake feature. Did anybody hear it on the Latin artist Karol G's record? Did anybody give that a spin?
Not interested.
I actually listened to the Bruno Mars song before I listened to the Drake one, and I thought the Bruno Mars song was a little bit better. It integrated better.
He collabed with Bruno Mars?
Yeah, she collaborated with Bruno
Oh,
Mars.
shit, yeah, okay.
So it's Karol G. She just put out a new album. She had
Yes.
a feature of Bruno Mars, a feature of Drake, and who else am I missing that she had a feature of? She had like 3 major features on it.
Yeah.
Karol G, a very big like
Latin
Latin
pop
artist, and the Bruno Mars song kind of slapped. It wasn't my favorite. I'm like, I don't know how often I'm gonna go back to it, but it kind of slapped. The Drake felt kind of forced to me, and I don't know, Platte. I know you listened to it too. You can tell me how you felt about it.
Yeah, I mean, hey man, Kendrick better not. I'm talking
It felt
shit.
like it was more attention
No.
grabbing than it was actually fitting for the song.
Oh no, I thought it was fine. I thought it was Drake doing Drake. It just I mean, he's been doing that the last couple of years with Honestly Nevermind, with the record on his album For All the Dollars of Bad
Yeah.
Bunny. He's been doing that like, I got to do these like global records. This isn't for you guys. This is for them.
But the whole thing about it for me, a lot of them,
So,
the other
I don't
ones
hate it.
felt like more in the pocket this almost felt like she was done with the song, and she's like, "Hey, yo, Drake, you want to be on this real quick?"
Probably.
As opposed to like I said, the Bruno Mars one was the first one that came up on my release radar, and I was like, okay, this actually kind of flows like he was part of the songwriting process.
Yeah, I'm not.
Drake was just like
I'm not debating
give
on
me some
what's
bars.
I'm not debating on what's the better song. I'm just not hot. I mean, it's better than Wagwan Delilah. I'll tell you that. Like,
To be
better than that
fair,
shit.
so is a wet fart.
It's true.
That shit was gas.
That shit tough.
Well, I'm going to Delilah. What's it like in Toronto City?
That shit tough for sure. Y'all missing out.
Okay, and so
I will gladly.
so Platte, if
Yeah.
I'm not here for the next 4 weeks, just understand why.
Yeah, no.
He
It's,
said, brought my Cronin for your bitch.
I like
Cheeseburger,
Bryce's
ice
manipulation.
cheese.
I like Bryce's manipulation there. That he's just this rich motherfucker that be going on vacations all the time.
Not even rich. I
And-
just got other shit I could do.
And so he goes everywhere, but here. He shows up one time a month, and he goes, "You know what, guys? If I would come back, it's your fault." And he just leaves.
And guess what?
You gotta
If y'all don't
support it.
like or subscribe this video, I won't be back for the next week. So you better put some fucking
Facts,
likes
man.
on
We're
this
on the
name.
road to 1,000, man. Get us to 1,000, man. We're dropping content every single day, whether it's a short, whether it's a side quest. I gotta start hitting you up to pull up on side quests too. We have a lot of fun with them. We've been cooking with them.
Did you guys go over all the new music outside of
Yeah, four is before I wrap this up. Four is yours. I mentioned Roy Woods. There was another one that I had in my library that I hadn't listened to yet that I do want to give a shout out just because I like to shout out what comes out, so it's on my radar. The 1300 Saint EP. I do want to give that a spin, but honestly, I didn't tap into singles. So if there's any singles, take the four. I just kind of focused on the albums.
I would like to say I know it's not a new album, but Brent Faiyaz did drop the director's
yes,
cut
the deluxe.
of deluxe album, which
I
the
do
new-
gotta listen to that.
Those new singles actually they kind of fucking went. They had a little nostalgia bait in them.
Yeah.
They kind of went.
There was a speaking of the Drake record, there was like a foreign one, right? Like a Latin one
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard a snippet of that. That sounded fire.
Raven Lene has kind of moved away from me from what I like the original Raven Lene. I don't love her new shit as much, but she had a couple of joints on there. Flo had Juicy J. Duckworth released his new kind of B-sides album, which was dope. I mean, I know we had the Cardi B that dropped on Tuesday, the single. We had the Meek Mill, the Benny the Butcher.
Yep.
The Ari Lennox, which as much as I love Ari, and I still think that Ari's R&B album is one of the best albums released this year, I just didn't love this single as much.
Oh, I found a new. Shout out this girl. I don't know who she is, but it's one of those I'm painfully white girls, but I'm embracing that I'm painfully white and I just love music type thing. She put me on to something. I wish I could remember her IG. I wish I could remember her IG.
Face right there was just priceless.
Because there's a couple of them. I hadn't seen this one before. But she put me on to something, actually, that dropped this year. It's called If I'm Being Honest by Dame Atlas. She posted a song, Dame's Interlude, and it's absolutely fire. Fucking incredible. I love me a good interlude. I can't wait to listen to the rest of this album. If your interlude is fire,
That's a good sign.
Lock me in.
That's a good sign.
lock me in.
It could be a little misleading at times, but it's a good sign normally.
And then, like I said, I do gotta spin the Roy Woods. I haven't gotten to that, but that's it. That's it on my end. Do any of you gentlemen have anything new music wise? Oh, I gave the Tyga AI synth pop thing, 80s synth pop thing a spin. Wasn't for me. Liked parts of it, but
Not listening to that.
that was it. Anything, even
so-
just something that you listened to the last couple weeks that
So
you
I-
just kind of changed.
I know it's a little bit old, and I know I came out like a week or 2 weeks ago, but
Iceman.
Ramirez dropped a whole, Ramirez from the Player's Manual and the Player's Manual 2. He dropped some new shit that was, again, classic West Coast shit.
Did you listen to the Jacquees album? That shit is good.
I was very iffy on that. I was very
What?
up and down on that because on certain
That
songs,
shit was fire.
those because let me tell you, some of that was good. Some of it sounded like that R&B that I just don't really like. I'm like, okay, this is like formulaic, like Chris Brown reject R&B. But some of his shit actually, because I was going in expecting to hate the whole thing, and I'm listening to a couple, like I think it was like the second or third song, and I'm like, okay, this shit actually kind of hit.
Yeah. That was dope. The Masego record was dope.
Oh wait, did you guys not talk about Masego? Because
Yeah, no, I
that
mentioned it.
Masego
His project
and
is nice.
Music Soul Child song, one of my favorite songs right now.
Fire.
Fire, pure fire.
Fire. Has anybody else got anything to highlight before we get out of here? Anything we're looking forward to?
Shout out to Baby Chief Doing. His song's still going up. That Ghetto Love Story Leon Thomas just brought him
That
out.
shit is fire.
Lollapalooza.
That album is incredible.
Also, Leon Thomas is kind of a cheat code right now. Like you put out a song with Leon Thomas, kind of a cheat
He's
code.
an industry cheat
that
code.
little solo guitar performance he had at Lollapalooza was crazy.
Yo, that
That
on him
shit
on
was
Mutt
insane.
doing that fucking solo,
That shit was insane.
fire.
Yeah.
That boy nice. I don't know. I've been listening to a lot of old I've been listening to like a lot of Detroit shit lately. I ain't gonna lie. Not really like no mainstream.
Anything
but,
new, Detroit, or no?
I've been listening to a lot of old Trey. This one dude I've been listening to, Fatu Lil J. He just dropped a song. That shit was fire. Get in with me. That shit fire as fuck. New. I can't really think of nothing new.
Because that's the
Yeah,
one thing I've noticed is that you guys, and that's why I have the panel I have, is the diversity of it, is that, like, I follow these accounts that post, like, everything that's dropping. But there's always that shit that's, like, just underneath their
Slips through
level
the cracks.
that slips through the cracks. And you guys specifically have highlighted that, like, they don't be fucking letting me know when fucking, like, Detroit shit drops. So I'm fucking glad.
Fat Ron just dropped Missing Roof. Oh my gosh, shit is tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
Hey, and
Oh,
that
shit,
little
I didn't even know that.
Not
Oh,
not
send that to me.
Detroit, not Detroit rap, but that Lil Shimmy project is
Oh
fucking.
yeah, Low
Yeah,
Shimmy
yeah,
shit
Lil
is
Shimmy
tough.
was tough,
That shit
for real.
fire.
That is.
And I feel like
still
I'm
in my rotation.
About to
Lil Shimmy
change
shit
the whole
fire.
vibe, but I do say on the
You got
R&B
listen to
tip.
Lil Shimmy.
On the R&B tip, Victoria Monet dropped her new single, "Reach Out." That video,
Oh, I haven't.
fucking hot as shit. Victoria Monet, holla at me. But also the song work too. It feel like that old school '90s Janet Jackson shit. She fucking killed it.
This is Bryce. Anywhere that you've been, Bryce has been. He can fly you anywhere. This man's got it like.
Oh,
that.
yo, she got money. She can fly me anywhere. I'll be a house husband. Fuck that bullshit.
House husband.
Nigga, she got more money than me. What the fuck we talking about?
Not supposed to say that, man. You boy.
Oh no, I am not intimidated by a boss woman. You can be that boss woman. Fly me out.
Facts.
Not
Yeah,
even-
that's it for me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would have been new next week. Did we even talk about this Uzi EP?
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit last week.
Yeah, we talked about
Oh,
it a
yeah,
little bit last
I
week.
wasn't here last
Yeah,
week.
it was. Oh yeah. Did you listen to it?
No, I haven't. I
Okay, you're
saw
just
that.
like, hey.
I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm talking shit.
That I just saw that it came
No,
out.
yeah,
Was it
I
good?
just saw he had like the
No,
number 3
it's cool.
song on Spotify.
I need to see. I really am curious to see what Uzi does next. Uzi needs to do something like.
Do
He needs to get back in my good graces. 'cause
Real
his
quick,
last couple shits.
Do you
is
think
bullshit.
that Uzi about to drop something before the end of this calendar year?
For sure.
A full
That's
project?
that EP, dude. If you bet me by Labor Day, I bet this shit is here by Labor
so
Day.
I know we're about to close out, but just real quick around the room, what numbers is Uzi doing on the full release?
Oh, he's still doing.
80,000.
Number one, straight to number one.
Yes.
Ooh.
If he ain't got a big name, that's like top 10 artists. Yes.
Okay.
I want-
55.
Okay, straight to number one though. Because I mean, like, let's be honest, the number one both
It's
song in
usually
the
like-
country right now is still that "Choosing Texas" Ella Langley shit, and the number one
Do
album.
you think that's gonna break Mariah? I don't think so.
No,
Ain't
it's
no
not.
way.
It's not.
It's not
It's
even
not.
gonna do
The
Old
problem
Town
is,
Road.
it's just that we haven't had any songs to break that shit.
It's not gonna be Old Town Road. Something's gonna come in the next week.
Yeah, something's gonna come in the next week, but I'm just saying
That's a week number one.
it's a week number one. I'm thinking we got album-wise week number one and a song-wise week number one. I'm thinking that we got. I think a hip-hop banger can come out, and as much as people talking about how hip-hop's dead, we haven't been on the charts like that, and the top 10 is really not represented.
Prove it.
A good Drake had his moment. I'm not going to take away from Drake and with Iceman. I think we're in due for another good hip-hop single that crosses over.
I agree with that.
I like that too.
I agree with that.
And I think it's coming in the next 3 to 4 weeks. I think we're gonna have some.
yeah. Get
from
us something to party
somebody.
to for
maybe
fucking
it's
Labor Day.
Maybe it's Uzi featuring Future. Like, there's gonna be some random combination of artists that just gonna hit number one. And it's gonna stay up there.
I like that prediction.
Shut the fuck up right now.
Well, again, Janet Shut the Fuck Up is currently at number 9. It's still Ellie Langley choosing Texas. Like this is the first time.
Got to one? I
This
thought
is and Billboard on the Billboard chart, not the hip hop R&B chart. On the Billboard chart, this is the first time in 6 years that we've had the top 5 songs being considered charting in the country genre.
Get these bums the fuck up out of here. Hey, rappers, step your fucking game up, man. We got to get this shit back. We got to get this shit back in blood. We are in the Midwest, but fuck country. Fuck country, man.
We ain't choosing Texas, motherfuckers.
We gotta get that shit back in blood. But next week we'll be here, same time, same place. 9-ish p.m. every single Friday. Whenever these guys want to show up.
It's my fault. I had traffic.
Whenever these guys want to show up is when we're podcasting on Fridays. But I am Chris Platte, aka Platte Pods. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We got content dropping every single day. So make sure you are tapped in and make sure you're commenting, because your comment could be the inspiration for the next video. I'm 100% down to serve the people. That is what this platform is. So I want you guys to tell us what the fuck to talk about next, because I can talk about anything, because I love this hip-hop shit.
The American people would like to thank you all who like and subscribe.
Bryce flying in from somewhere nice.
Be clear.
B. Mike Birdie holding it down. As always, the superstar that he is. Zeus, the ones and twos. Big AP holding it down.
Yes, sir.
Shout out.
With the OG pressing.
With the OG pressing, man. I will see you guys next week. Have fun. Be safe. Peace.